Ajá, ajá. Hola, mi amigos. Yo soy Kokak. I am Kokak here, and we're doing a benchmark of Gears of War 5 at 1440p, 2560 by 1440 using a GTX 1080 Ti. We are running the latest drivers for September 6, 2019, plus the latest game from Steam. So it's just going to go to options here, go to video, and then we're going to do benchmarks for ultra, high end, medium, and low. And then we're going to do ultra first. We're going to turn off minimum frame rate so we don't do the resolution scaling. As you can see, we're at 2560 by 1440 full screen, and we have unlimited frame rate, shows that's all. We have ultra textures installed as well. And here is the settings on ultra. And we're not going to mess with that. We're just going to run a benchmark at ultra, but before we do that, I got to save the settings. There you go. I'm going to run the benchmark. This is a 1080 Ti palette Super Jetstream, slightly overclocked. And start the benchmark at ultra. This is installed on a not NVMe, a SATA SSD, Samsung 850 EVO. Our CPU is i7-6700. We have 16 gigs of RAM. And right off the bat at 1440p, we're getting about 80 FPS here. GPU is at 1848 megahertz, 98% utilization because we're maxing out the GPU because we're just letting it rip without maximum frame rate. If you're playing at 1440p, if you want to hit 60 FPS, this is maybe a good setting. Ultra at 1440 with a 1080 Ti. If you have a 1440p 144 Hz though, this might not be the best if you want to get super smooth gameplay. Gears of War does not have any ray tracing features. And here we go. Here's our result screen, and we have 84.1 FPS average, minimum at 68.2. This is definitely a good one for 60 FPS gamers at 1440p. For 1440p Ultra at 1080 with a 1080 Ti seems like a good number for 60p gaming. And we're just gonna go to options again, and we're gonna do some more tests. So we're gonna do high, save that, and this may be a good like 100 FPS one. Vertical sync off. There we go. Start. I would probably pick the Ultra. I like Ultra settings. That's why I bought a 1080 Ti, you know. Getting 100 FPS right now. GPU temps at 72 degrees. My CPU is getting pretty hot, 73 degrees. Well, not really that hot, but warmer than average, I'd say. Maybe I should bust out the water cooler. I took out the all-in-one water cooler because it was so loud. It's like you were taking care of an aquarium inside your computer. Like that's what my all-in-one water cooler would sound like. Mostly 90 FPS here. Drops to an 80 plus here. Here we go. Average 93.9 FPS. Minimum frame rate, bottom 5% is 77.7 FPS. That's lucky in the Western world. Unlucky in the Asian world. There you go. This is a good 100, I guess 100 FPS, 144 FPS. Quality settings at 1440p. Let's go back. Try medium. Video, medium, save, and then let's run it. This could be a better one for 144 hertz. It depends on how much you value smoothness of gameplay or fast refresh rates, you know? Over 100 FPS. Graphics are getting particularly chunky now. The textures are slightly showing its low qualityness. Yeah, I would not choose to play it at this quality setting. Kill that guy. 100 FPS here. It hasn't dropped much down to below 100. Alright, so here's our results. 105.6 FPS average, 87.6 FPS bottom 5%. Alright, cool. And we'll do low for our last benchmark, and then we'll move on to another benchmark, video, after this, which we'll be doing for 1080p for you folks with 1080p monitors out there. Low setting, save, and run the benchmark. 2560 by 1440. Here we go. Our RAM usage seems to be at just under 8 gigs, but I suggest you definitely don't skimp on your RAM, because if you have 8 gigs, it'll be very stuttery. Oh god, the low quality is so ugly, man. Look at that tree. Not even Bob Ross would be happy with that tree. It's not a happy tree. 120. This is not much. Okay, it's slightly better than medium settings. We're over 120, 130 right now. Oh, we even hit 144. I wouldn't play it like this. Look, there's very weak shadows, ugly textures. Doesn't seem like we got ambient occlusion. Terrible look. Alright, we have 138.4 FPS average, 112.2 FPS minimum, bottom 5%. And we are actually hitting the boundaries of my CPU performance. Look at that! 3% of the whole benchmark. My CPU was holding my GPU down. That is the CPU was quote-unquote bottlenecking my frame rate at 3% of the actual benchmark. So that's a very interesting result. So this is the tipping point between GPU and CPU bound. So anything with more frame rate than about 138.4 average, your CPU will need to be upgraded. I don't think I'm going to do that because the quality sucks, but that's a good educational number for people who want to be seeing what kind of the tipping point from GPU to CPU in this game at least. So that's the low setting. We don't have to test any more. You got some pretty good numbers here for 1440p gaming. Hope that helps you out for people with a GTX 1080 Ti. I think the quality at Ultra is probably the best. Maybe even go to recommended if you're a little bit worried of not hitting your frame rates. But I might stick to Ultra if you're in 2560 by 1440 playing Gears of War 5. This ain't no Control, and we're getting better frame rates for sure. Alright, so that's it for our benchmarks for 2560 by 1440 Gears of War 5 with a 1080 Ti. We're going to do 1080p for you folks out there with 1080p displays. Stay tuned. We're going to upload a video of that 1080p benchmark after this one.